seated position. And relaxing your arms down, relaxing your shoulders. Just roll the shoulders back and around a few times. Notice how they feel, if they're a bit crunchy, okay, if they're a bit tight. And rock a little forwards and backwards upon your sit bones. Okay, just try and feel that you're loosening out the lower back a little bit. And then bring yourself to settle. Okay, just letting your arms rest down. And going inside and taking a nice deep breath in through your nose. And out through your nose. Take a long deep breath in. And breathing all the way back out. Take a long deep breath in. And breathing all the way back out. And this time, take a long deep breath in. And gently nodding your chin down in towards your chest and holding on to your breath. And then raising your chin back up and slowly breathing all the way back out again. Take a long deep breath in. And gently nod down your chin and holding on to your breath. And then raising your chin back up and breathing all the way back out again. Taking a long deep breath in. And now breathing all the way back out and going right down to the bottom of your exhalation. Breathing out a little bit more, lowering down your chin and holding your breath out. And then raising your chin back up and breathing in. And one more time, breathing out. And again, go right down to the bottom of your exhalation, lowering down your chin and holding your breath out. And then raising your chin back up and breathing in. Breathing out. Taking a deep breath in and out. Just keeping that breath flow going. Drawing a little bit more awareness to your core as you're breathing. And we're going to be working through your warrior sequence today. Just being careful with your back bends, not trying to push it out too far. I'm going to clasp up the fingers together, raise your arms to come high above your head. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, taking a little rotation with your upper body. Breathing in, bring it back to the middle. Breathing out, taking a little rotation with your upper body. Breathing in, bring it to the middle. And then breathing out, lowering down your hands. Gently lifting yourself up into your knees. Uncurling your heels. Walk your knees back and sit back upon them. And let's gently lift the chin. Start to draw your body slowly up and along the ground, shoulders down, curling the toes, Sending the hips back and taking the head down through your arms. Drawing forwards into a plank. And then bending your knees and sitting all the way back. And let's breathe in to draw your body up and through. Breathing out. Lengthen along the back of your legs and take your head down through your arms. Breathing in, draw forwards to a plank. And then breathing out, bend your knees and releasing and sitting back. Breathing in, drawing your body up, rolling the shoulders down, lift the chin. Breathing out, coming to your downward dog, head down, bottom up. Breathing in, draw forwards to a plank. Breathing out, bending your knees and sitting on back. Breathing in to draw your body up. Breathing out, sending your hips back, your head down. Breathing in, draw forwards to plank. Breathing out, bend your knees and sit on back. Again, breathing in, bring the body up and through. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Spreading fingers, easing out the heels. Breathing in forwards to plank. Breathing out, bend the knees and sit back. One more time, breathing in, drawing up and through. Breathing out, and this time stay here and walk it out a little on the spot. Just drawing down one side of your body and then the other. Moving the hips unevenly, so working one knee down and the other hip across. Okay, now leaving the heels back a little. Walk the hands back in towards your feet. And just gather your elbows, let your head hang. Rock a little side to side. Slowly unroll your spine. Bring your arms up to the ceiling, clasping up your fingers. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, activate your waist. And take a stretch out along the side of your body. Breathing in, drawing back up. Breathing out, activating your waist. Go the other way. Breathing in, bring it up to the middle. Breathing out, letting your arms back down. Okay, step on up to the top of your mat for me. Hands into your heart. Take a breath in as you raise both arms. Breathing out, open your chest and fold forwards. Breathing in, right leg, stepping back, releasing your knee and lifting your chin. And breathe out. Left leg steps back and hold to plank. Breathing in, come down to your knees, your belly and your chest. Breathing out, come to an upward dog. Lower down the elbows, open the collarbone. Breathing in as you lower, curl the toes, engage the core. Breathing out as you push to a plank and back off into your downward dog. Breathing in, right foot, stepping up, lifting your chin, releasing your toes. And then breathing out, left leg, lightly step it up and fold to your knees. Breathing in as you pull up through the belly, open with your chest, gaze up to your thumbs. Breathing out, hands back to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, diving your body forwards. Breathing in, left leg, step it all the way back. Release your knee and lift your chin. Breathing out, right leg stepping back and hold to a plank. Breathing in, come down to your knees, belly and chest. Breathing out, upward dog, elbows in, shoulders down. Breathing in as you lower, engaging with your core. Breathing out, push to plank and back off into a downward dog. Breathing in, left leg, stepping on up, lifting the chin, releasing your toes. And breathing out, right leg, stepping on up and folding. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, Open your chest, gaze up to your thumbs. Breathing out, hands back into your heart. Breathing and raising both arms. Breathing out, diving your body forwards. Breathing in, right leg, step it on back for me. Keep your knee up off the ground. Opening out to the left, let's raise the arm. And just drop a little bit more into that front knee. Push out a little bit more through the back heel. Down to the outside of your foot and step the feet together behind you. Let's come down on your knees, your belly and your chest. Take your feet a little bit wider and take your right arm across the top of your mat, and with your left fingers down against the floor, use your forearm to bring you up softly, but use the fingertips to encourage you round, again gently. Hips on the ground, and you're looking all the way over your shoulder. You might be able to see your left foot. You might be able to see between the feet. And then you're coming all the way back round again and swap it on over. Fingertips down to the floor, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, come on up onto the forearm. And then carefully take your gaze over your shoulder. And bringing it all the way back round. Hands underneath your shoulders. Gently as you come up, breathing in. And then breathing out to lower your body back. Curl the toes, engage the core. Breathing in as you push up to a plank, and breathing out to your downward dog. Breathing in, right foot, stepping all the way up, lift the chin, releasing your toes. And then breathing out, left leg, lightly step it up and fold it. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, open the chest, gaze up to your thumbs. Breathing out, hands to your heart. Breathing in, let's raise the arms. Breathing out, open the chest and fold the body forwards. Breathing in, left leg, step it on back. Keep the knee up a little. Open up, looking up towards your right hand. Again, same as on the other side, but bend the knee a bit more and then push a little bit harder into the back heel. So you really encourage that stretch to develop in the back leg. The hip flexors, the quads and the calf. Bring the hand down to the side. Step the feet together and hold into your plank. And come down to your knees, your belly and your chest. Okay, now I'm going to work on opening the back up a little here. So I'm folding my arms across the front of my chest here. I'm going to take one leg up nice and straight. And then gently let the foot come back. Right leg going over. And then bring it back down. And to begin with, don't worry about how far it goes. Just let that leg come up, send it on back a little, bring it back. All right, let's take a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bring it back. Elbows might come off the floor to begin with, that's okay. And again, going the other way, lifting, stretch on back. Try not to hold back, but try not to force. Bring it back down. Having another couple, breathing out as you send that leg back. You might go a bit further. Breathing in, you might be able to keep the elbows down now. So once the back starts to release, and you start to find you've got a bit more twist and release into it, you'll be able to stabilize the upper body better. But what I want you to do is to open the body up naturally, you know, rather than just trying to force it into something. And then all the way back round. Okay. Hands underneath your shoulders, breathing in, coming into your upward dog. And breathing out as you lower. Curl the toes, engage the core. Breathing out as you push up to a plank. And back off into your downward dog. Breathing in, step your left foot forwards, lift the chin, releasing the toes. And breathing out, step your right foot forwards, Breathing in, pull up through the belly, draw up to standing, gaze to your thumbs. And breathing out, hands back to your heart. Breathing in, let's raise both arms. Breathing out, open the body and fall forwards. And this time, left leg stepping on back. And let's bring your right knee right up in towards your right shoulder, in towards your armpit. Back heel flat down on the floor, and the arch of your foot is slightly lifted on the back foot, as in the front foot too. Come on up to warrior one, opening your chest. Come deep into that front knee, relaxing your shoulders, breathing in, turn palms. As you raise your arms, bring them up. You can either keep them apart, looking between your hands. You can bring your arms a little bit closer towards your ears maybe, and palms together. Or to take it further, we squeeze the head slightly with your biceps. And then that will really work into a bit more depth of range through your latissimus dorsi muscles. And then we're trying to bring the chest to face the front. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, warrior two. So moving open the back hip. And a little bit of a tuck under with the tailbone with this one. Pull the belly in a little here too. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out to reverse warrior, reaching on back, looking up towards your upper hand. Now if it feels like you're having a good day, maybe try straightening up your front leg. Alright, but that's okay. You want to test your balance, lift up your toes. Now place your foot back down, bend your knee, cartwheel your hands all the way down to the floor. Letting your knee down upon the ground. And we're just going to go into a little bit of a quad stretch here. Okay? Now again, don't worry, we've done this for a couple of weeks. So if you do start to get a cramp in the left hamstring, just let the leg go. Okay? So I'm going to bend the left leg up, reach around for it with my right hand. Alright, so like I say, we haven't done this for a couple of weeks, so maybe if it's quite intense, this is fine, you let go, okay, you don't have to hold it there. For those of you who are okay with it, lower your elbow down too. Couple of deep breaths here. It's most definitely a quad stretch. Now letting that leg go. And we're coming to a deeper hip flexor stretch. So we're going to raise up through, again, maybe looking up between your hands. Maybe we look up towards the thumbs and we open it back a little bit more. And gently bring it back on down. Moving onto your back knee for a moment, to your half split. Dig your heel in and draw your toes back. And a little bit of a tilt backwards through the tailbone, pressing from the center of your chest. Alright, now I'm going to move forwards again into lizard. So both hands to the inside of your foot. Draw open your front foot. And carefully press from the center of your chest. Alright, now notice how this feels all the way around the upper parts and the top of your hamstrings in your right leg. You can keep it as so, don't have to go any further, or you could walk your foot across, take your right hand beneath, and maybe press a little bit more from the center of your chest over your big toe. Bring the foot back to the ground if you've taken it back, and let's bring the knees together. Alright, so bring yourself up into preparation of camel. So I'm going to start off with rolling arms. So I'm bringing my right arm up. I'm going to follow my fingers as I gaze back Trying to keep your thighs vertical and taking a half back bend as you open the shoulder back. Breathing in, raising your arm, breathing out, looking back as you take your arm back. And again, breathing in, keep the shoulders soft, opening it back, that half roll back, following your fingers. And again, breathing in, breathing out. Now this feels like a good thing to carry on doing, do a few more of those. Or if you'd like to reach back and take hold of your elbows or support your lower back, as you open up, breathing out. And if it feels good to open the throat, looking up or looking back. And from here you can reach along for the back of your legs, or you could reach along for your heels. Tucking your chin in, engaging with your core, and coming all the way back up, sliding your hands forwards, spreading your fingers out wide, curl the toes and come up into a nice high down dog. Go way up into your tiptoes, spread out your fingers, open your shoulder blades a little bit more, and then lower your heels back as far as they want to go today. Now keep breathing and drawing a little bit more awareness to your core. And then if we take the right leg up towards the ceiling, bend the knee, point the toes slightly back, and try and keep your upper body squared to the mat. And now taking down and locking the two legs together. Come forwards into your one leg plank. Gazing slightly ahead of your fingers, breathe. Nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your nose. And then drawing it back, taking the leg up nice and high to a down dog split. Draw your right knee towards your right elbow, floating it forwards. Take your leg through to fallen triangle. Back heel down upon the floor, raising your left arm and looking up towards your thigh. Now placing your hand back down, draw your right knee towards your right wrist, slide the back leg a little bit further back. Alright, now if you'd like today, we can go a little bit deeper and take the pigeon down to resting. This will help us for the next stage of lifting the back leg. So I'm going to offer that we take the leg, the right leg, a little bit further up so it becomes more horizontal across the top of your mat. Then toe back your back leg again, so it's centralised. Pretty much hold on to the right foot with your left hand. Use your right hand to keep you in the middle, and then try if you can to bear down. Alright, now you may have over-egged it if you have, okay, let the leg go down a little bit, but you may be okay to hold it and take it into that slightly deeper stretch. Gently bringing it back on up, and we can just let that leg down a little bit, and then we'll bend at the back leg. Okay, so reaching around for the ankle or for the foot. Again, watch that you don't get cramp in that back hamstring. If it does, let go. Alright, we're trying to keep your upper body squared off towards the end of the mat. Shoulders nice and level. That's it. Anything you want to use, if you want to go deeper on this, by all means do. we're going to do a little bit of movement, okay? So we're going to reach across, then we're going to open it back, we're going to lift the hips, and we're going to take a little bit of a stretch back, okay? So let's come across, reaching over, right arm towards your left leg, hold it there for a breath or so. And now roll that arm back, take the hand to the floor, fingers pointing away from you, press into the knee and lift and go directly backwards if you can. Drawing your body back down, and let's bring it over and across. And just again, hold it for a breath or so, letting go. Bring that hand all of the way back behind you. Push down into the knee and the toes. Lift the hips towards the ceiling and opening it backwards. Bring it back on down. We'll do this one more time. Take that little bit of a stretch coming over. And then bring the hand down to the floor. Hips go up. If you can, the head goes back, looking back and reaching backwards. And then gently bring it all of the way back down. Okay, sit the feet side by side for me. We're going to go into a couple of rollbacks. So here we're working into your Pilates method work. Now you're breathing in through your nose, lateral breath. As you breathe out through your mouth, really connect with that third layer of abdominal muscle in and try and make the movement as smooth as possible. Deep breath in. Now as you breathe out, curve the lumbar spine and very carefully lower it either to halfway or slowly to the floor. Breathing in and breathing out to slowly draw the body up, sitting up nice and tall. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, slowly lowering your body down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Breathing in, breathing out, and slowly drawing the body up nice and tall, lifting on up. Breathing in, as you go back, connecting with your core, carefully rolling down each vertebrae, one after the other. Breathing in, breathing out, engaging with your core. Try not to roll your shoulders up, keeping them down. If you want to work it a little bit harder, one hand to the shoulder, and then as you go back, breathing out, breathing in at the bottom, and then breathing out to slowly bring the body back on up. Swap it on over, breathing in. As you breathe out, lowering your body, breathing in, and engaging with your core, drawing on up. Swap it over, breathing in, breathing out, slowly working it back, breathing in, and slowly working it up. Now the last one's going to take us down. We're going to stay down. I'd like you to be able to roll over onto your side. We're going to do a little bit of work for the inner thigh and glute medius. Deep breath in. As you go back, breathing out. Alright, now I'm just going to very quickly shift myself around so that you can see what's going on. I'm going to prop myself up with my right hand, or my left hand, your right. And I'm going to bring the knees in so the big toes are touching. We're simply going to roll back the top knee, breathing out and breathing in as we lower. So as we roll back the top knee, we're working through the inner thigh muscles. All right, as you roll it back, breathing out, engaging with your core, breathing in to lower. Breathing out, roll back, breathing in. Like I said, the glute medius part, just above the main body of your buttock, before you get to your lower back, and your quadratus lumborum area, you have a region of a higher area, which is your glute medius. All right. responsible for the strength that you have coming down to the side of your knee. Alright, so it's a good area. We want that area to stay strong. Breathing out to press back, breathing into lower. And of course, inner thigh muscles support the knee joint. So you've got both sets of knee supporter exercises going on here. Breathing into lower. And again, breathing out, engaging with your core, breathing into low. So you've got to switch that breath on. You've got to switch that core on as you take the knee back into lower. Again, breathing out, press back, breathing into lower. 2 more there if you can. Breathing into lower. 1 more. And lower. Alright, now from here, I'd like you to roll back over onto your side, onto your back. Sorry. And I'd like you to take the soles of your feet together. So you're going to be aware that one side of your inner thigh muscles work more than the other. Now as we take the legs away, breathing out into your double leg extension, and then breathing in, knees coming nice and wide. So you should be aware of the inner thigh muscles on one side. Breathing into low. Don't worry, I'm going to balance you up, but we're going to do the other side later. Now if you can support your head, pick up your head, fingers back behind the neck, breathing in. Okay, now nice and light, you have a neutral back. So please have a little bit of a gap underneath your lower back. Breathing out to press the legs away, breathing in, draw back down. Breathing out, engaging your core, breathing in, draw the knees wide. If you want to put just a little bit more in, you can either do a kind of arrow with your fingers together in a high namaste and the feet go away and the arms come out straight. Or if you have space, you could circle your arms around from your thighs to above your head and back round. So you can breathe out to press away. Alright, 2 more of whatever you're working. Try and be very deliberate with the effort of your feet. 1 more. And release. Okay, now either place your feet to the floor and rock yourself over to the side and come back up, or you have another roll up. So you're engaging your core, using your abdominal strength and coming up. Whichever one you want to do, okay? No judging, okay? However you want to get there. Right, come on up onto your knees and either step or lightly hop back. And you're into your downward dog. Now, if we can step the right foot forwards, please. And then I'd like you to just draw your left knee halfway down. We're going to come into a little bit of a twist here. So I'm going to bring my opposite elbow across. You can place your hands in prayer with the heel of your hands coming down to your hip. So you're drawing down along the side of your body. If you take that version, look back towards your fingers, okay? You can take your arm across and bring your hand to the floor if it gets there. Alright, and then from there we've got the option to lift up the back knee. So again, like I said, I want you to find where you need to be today. You're going to take a deep breath in, raising the left arm, elbow across, either hands in prayer, or if the hand goes to the floor, take it down. Lean forwards and look back. And then if you'd like to, lift up the back knee. If you're going further, bring back over your right arm and look up towards it. And the hand is going off, forwards, okay, for this one. Alright, now everybody, knee back down, let your arms back down, take your hands either side of your foot, and gently step the feet together and fold down into your knees. Take a deep breath in, come on all the way up. Breathing out, hands back into your heart. Breathing and raising both arms. Breathing out, open the body and dive forwards. Breathing in right leg, stepping all the way back. Bring that knee to pull right up in towards your armpit. Really push well into the foot. Bring yourself slowly up. Alright, be fully grounded through your feet. And as you breathe in, turn palms. As you breathe out, raising arms. And again, either look between your hands, or bring your palms closer, or squeezing your face with your biceps. Try and bend your front knee a bit more, and try and keep your hips and your chest front facing. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, warrior two. So rolling over the back hip, tailbone tucked under. Come a little bit deeper into that knee if you can. Try and bring your ribs in, okay, so you're not back bending. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, reverse, looking up towards your hand. If you'd like to go further, straighten that front leg. Going further, we lift up the toes. And then place a foot down. Bring your arms all the way back over. Good. Turning your back leg and taking your knee down towards the floor. Now we're going to come into that quad stretch from here. Okay, so again, bending up the back leg. If it starts to cramp, let go. You're going to reach around with your left hand for your right foot. If you get it, amazing. If you don't, really don't worry, okay? If you're going deeper on this one, elbow comes down to the floor. Good, all right, now just carefully beginning to let go of that leg. Come back on up, and we'll go deeper into your hip flexors. Alright, so as we bring the arms up again, we can either look up between your hands, bring your hands together if you wish to, and we open it back a little. And then slowly draw yourself back through, moving onto that back knee. Digging the heel in and drawing the toes back. So coming into your half split, little shift backwards through the tailbone. So always we're just trying to inch that little bit more out so we have less rounding in the back. But again, it's just we just keep going with it. It moves a millimetre at a time. Okay, moving on forwards again, and we're coming into lizard. So both hands on the inside. Turn your front foot to come open. Let the elbows bend a little if you can. Alright, if it feels alright, if you'd like to take it a bit deeper, work your foot across, take your hand underneath, and then lowering your throat towards your big toe. So you could again roll the arms, alright, if you have great effect from that, okay, it feels good on your body, do it again, alright. If you'd like to reach back and take your elbows this time, then let's go for that. So taking a deep breath in, and either roll the arm back or breathe out and offer the chest up. So either stay here looking forwards if that's enough pressure for the back and the neck, or start to open the neck and the back. Maybe reach down for the back of your legs or your heels. And then dropping your chin in a little, engage your core as you come back on up. Sliding your hands forwards, Now the toes come up into your down dog. So let's again, feel like we're trying to make the mat a little bit longer. Really pushing into your hands and your feet. And if we can, we'll lift up that left leg, bend the knee, open the hip a little, pointing the toe back. Upper body nice and square to the mat though. And then bring the feet, the legs together. So either lock down the big toe or just wrap the foot around your leg. Okay, that will be okay. And then coming forwards, looking slightly ahead of the end of your mat, pulling up on your bottom rib. We never want to dipping back here. Okay, we want that back to be nice and pulled up. Engaging with your core, deep, strong breath here. Bringing your body all the way back on up. High down dog split. You're sending that leg up high. And then bring your left knee towards your left elbow. And then bring the leg underneath the fallen triangle. Heel down to the floor, right arm coming up. And bring your hand down to the floor. And then bring your left knee towards your left wrist. And slide the back leg away. So as before on the other side, I'm just going to take it a little bit deeper for those of you who want to do this today. So I'm bringing that leg so it becomes almost horizontal across your mat. And then you may need to toe back in that back leg, you know, because it may have got a bit wayward behind you. Tuck it in. And then you can hold on to that left foot, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. You can support yourself with your left hand and push down, and then ease the body down. Just such a treat. Such a treat on a Tuesday night. To lifting up the back leg. You can keep that leg there, okay, or just drop it down a little bit so it's more doable. And bending up the back leg, getting a hold of it, that's it. And then bring the shoulders around again, so the chest is always trying to square off towards the end of the mat, you know, not veering out towards the right, which is what we kind of want to do. Let's let that leg come around, and we're going to make sure that we've got that, especially if you're doing it on wooden floor like we are, okay, make sure that your knees are supported on the mat. Okay, so we're going to take a nice reach across, left arm to right leg, let it go, stretch it on over. Bring that arm over, hand down to the floor, push down through your toes into your knee and reach it backwards. And then draw it back on down. And again, take that arm across, reach it across and over. Take the hand down to the floor. Press through your toes, lifting your hips, and reach it backwards. Bring it back on down. We'll do it one more time. Stretch it across and over, lengthen it over. And bring the hand all the way down to the floor, hips go up, chest opens back, and reaching back. All of the way back down. Alright, legs in together. Now we're simply going to float our way back down to the mat. We're going to roll over onto our left hand side to work the hips on the other side this time. Deep breath in. As you go back, breathing out. Alright, roll over to your left hand side, propping the head up, knees come forwards of your body, big toes are pressed up together, and as we roll the top knee back, breathe out, engaging the core, breathe in to lower. Breathing out, navel back to the spine as you press back, into lower. And again, breathing out, roll the knee back, into lower. Alright, so again, give purpose and meaning to what you're doing. Alright, so engage the core, breathe out through your mouth, breathe in through your nose to lower. Breathing out to press the knee back, into lower. And so really working into all those strengthening areas, okay, that just below your lower back. So remember, all these muscles are linked, you know. You support one area or you strengthen up one area, it's going to have an effect on somewhere else as well. Breathing out to press back, breathing in. Really working all the way through from the knee to the top of your leg there, on the inner side, inside. Breathing out to press back, into lower. Alright, 2 more please. Breathing out, press back. Breathing into lower. 1 more. Good. Alright, come on back onto your back for me. And we're going to work in for the inner thighs again. Different way this time. So I'm going to take my legs up and I'm going to breathe in to go for that box split. Breathing in, out as you come back in. So just again, be careful, okay? So I'm hoping that you're not going to take any ornaments off your mantelpiece by doing this. We're breathing in to take the legs apart on that split. And then breathing out, engaging the core as the legs come up together. Again, you should be aware of the inner thigh muscles that you've just been working. Give them a little bit of a stretch out. Now, for those of you who have a shoulder stand in your repertoire and you feel very happy to try that tonight, roll the body over into plow, support your lower back and go up to the ceiling. Same thing with the legs. Breathing in to take the legs to separate, and then breathing out as you bring the legs together. Alright, looks like we've got 2 versions here. You can be on the ground, or you can be in your shoulder stand. If you're in a shoulder stand, try not to move your head around. Alright, keep your neck very stable. Breathing in to separate the legs. Breathing out, draw it up together. Again, breathing in to separate. Breathing out, drawing up. 2 more of those. Breathing in, out to pull up together. 1 more time, in, out to pull up together. Alright, slowly take the feet behind the head if you're in plow, or shoulder stand, to plow, and then very slowly lower your back down. Alright, bend the knees, slide the legs down. Coming back up again if you can, or roll over to your side and bring yourself back on up. Again, remember there's no judging. You can roll over on your side, that's fine. Bring your legs in, pull them up underneath. Hands to the floor, either step or lightly. Hop yourself back into a plank. Push back off into your downward dog. And then step through with your left leg. And then drop down your right knee, halfway down your mat. So we're going to come into this little twist here. Take a deep breath in, raise your right arm. As you breathe out, elbow coming across. Maybe today, keep the hands in prayer. Maybe today, the hand goes down to the floor. If you wish to lift up the back knee, lean forwards. Lift up the back knee, push away into the heel. Maybe if you want to, you could bring forwards your left arm and stretch it up and past your ear. And now everybody let the knee down, release your arms down, take your hands either side of your foot and push gently the back foot to the front foot. And let's take a nice deep breath in, all the way back up, breathing out, hands back into your heart. Alright, letting your arms down, just going to take a couple of balances here. So just spreading out your toes, rolling open your shoulders, nice long neck. And if we could pick up the right foot and place it either to your calf or above your knee. So holding in your tree position, hands over your heart, slowly moving the fingers up through the midline of your body. Maybe taking the right hand back behind the left and drawing the arms back a little. Okay, letting down your right arm, turning your right leg, taking a hold of your foot. Gently let your body come forwards, pressing your hand and your foot away. If you can, lifting your knee up a little. Now gently drawing it in. Okay, and then just from here, taking your opposite hand across to your knee, looking back behind you if you can. If you want to release out your right arm, stretch it away. If you want to straighten your right leg, stretch it away. Bring it back in and let that leg down. Alright, let's change legs. Alright, so picking up that left leg, hands in at your heart. Slowly working the fingers up through the midline again. Left hand back behind the right, gives us that little bit more range through the lats, a little bit more range through the shoulder girdle. And then letting down your left hand, coming into the dancer. So just carefully pressing your hand and foot away. In. Take hold of the side of the knee with your right hand. Maybe extend out your left arm back. Maybe extend your left leg straight up. Then bring it back and slowly bring it down. Good job. Step back to about halfway down the mat for me. Come up onto your tiptoes for me. And then nice and slowly, lowering your body down. If you need to come down a different way, you know you can. Start to press your heels down and sit your bottom down. Okay? And then just wrap your arms up underneath your legs, hug the legs in, and then hug away. So move backwards away from your legs now. Your fingers underneath your knees, round down the shoulders, pull in the belly, looking in towards your tummy. And then swap your finger holding around the other way and go again. pressing down into the ground today, so being fairly low if you can be. So I'm going to push my fingers down, take the other hand over the top, and then gently encourage the ear away from the fingers that are pushing down into the ground. And now go to the back corner of your head and encourage the edge of your jaw slightly across towards your collarbone. Gently bring it back on up. We'll swap sides. So press your fingers upon the floor. Take the hand all the way over the top. Carefully encourage it towards the other side of the room. And then go towards the back corner of your head. And again, a slight incline across but downwards. And then drawing back on up. Alright, now let's bring the shoulders to stretch forwards, wrapping the arms around. As we draw up, breathing in. As we open back, breathing out, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Wrapping the arms forwards, tucking the head in. Breathing in. As we come up, we're looking straight ahead. And breathing out, opening back and down. One more time, wrapping those arms forwards, tucking the head in. Breathing in, drawing up. Breathing out, opening back, rolling the shoulders back. Alright, and we will finish off there tonight. Okay, well done. Okay, have a very nice, restful end of the day.